they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
How's it going? My name's Wooders, you can call me Chris, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video on the PC. Now I'm not sure if I've accidentally installed a hack or something, but I seem to have turned into an absolute god at this game over the last 2 to 3 weeks, and it's a really nice change to be bringing you a gameplay that's not on Nuketown and isn't using the VMP. I believe this map's called Evac. I should know that after the years that this game's been out. But I am using the Man of War, which I recently unlocked going through my first Prestige. And in this game, we just played the game before, and I'm sure that the team had a few Hacksaw Jim Duggins installed in the game, but it turns out maybe they didn't, because I ended up on the same team as most of them and absolutely killed it. But there we go. So this is going to be a little bit of a different kind of commentary to the ones that I've put out over the last few days. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the gameplay, a little bit more about my logics, and maybe we can get to the bottom of why I'm doing so well at this game at the moment. I mean, with the VMP, I am more kind of running around everywhere and not particularly checking my corners and just relying on my fingers to be a little bit quicker than everyone else's. But with the assault rifle here and with the Man of War, it's a lot more tactical. And yes, I have a quick shot, and my fingers were a lot more reactive than anybody else's, it seems. And maybe there was a little bit of camping in here, but to be honest, I had some laundry to do, got some dirty clothes. My mum needed me to pick up her laundry, so I just needed to hang around in here for just a little bit, and to be honest, I was quite close to my Cerberus, so I didn't particularly want to be running around. But what I've been doing with the Man of War is a lot more checking my corners, keeping myself into cover and popping myself out to get a few shots off that way. The other team kind of didn't seem to really pick up on what I was doing and spent a lot of time running at me, which is kind of, hey, I'm not going to grumble if people just want to keep running at me as well. But one thing as well I noticed in this particular gameplay is the other team didn't have any snipers, and I think that's the first time I've actually come across no snipers on the other team, because I have never known a game with so many snipers before in my life. It's absolutely unbelievable. They're so annoying, and quite generally they will give me a bit of a shock as well. Now we come to this section here. You've got Mike, big Mike just there. Actually steal his VMP and go on, not VMP, his Vespa. I'm actually going a little bit of a tear with it. I haven't actually set up a class for this myself. I always seem to tend to find with Call of Duty though, the guns that you pick up off the floor do so much better than if you set your own class up with them. Don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but I have heard people say that before. So I'm not going to be rushing to set a class up for this, because the recoil is absolutely bonkers, to be totally honest with you. Now this guy here was absolutely rubbish. He kept finding little corners to hide in, and he was such a bad shot. Had an LMG and just tried to do his best, and unfortunately his best wasn't good enough. Very much like me just there. Not my finest moment. Now I've had the gravity spikes installed for quite a little while. You will see probably the biggest gravity spike fail in the world. To be honest, I am using them because they've been frustrating me so much with everyone else using them. I'm sure they never used to have such a big range, but I'm not even kidding. You barely need to be on the same map as someone, and you will get them. This is just it here. Look, watch. He's not even in the building. I'm on a completely separate floor with him, and I still managed to gravity spike him. I thought the gravity spike was meant to, when the game first came out, like send an electric charge through the floor, so anyone that was standing in close vicinity was meant to get their ass whooped, but it doesn't seem like that anymore. It just seems as though anyone close by is going to get whooped with them, which I'm not too sure I like that idea. But to be honest, I was getting whooped with them a lot, so I thought, you know what, fair's fair, let me give them a go and let me have a bash. Looking forward to getting the Purifier that unlocked. It seems to be that the Purifier is still as overpowered as it was. You very rarely see someone only getting one kill with them. It's mainly 2 or 3. Did you see that guy go flying off the edge of the map there? That was crackers. Yeah, looking forward to having the Purifier. The Ripper as well is completely overpowered, as it always has been. It's the complete commando lunge from Modern Warfare 2, which annoyed everyone. This is Sky again, who's just sitting in there completely oblivious. I think I get 3 kills on him alone. He was completely oblivious as to what was going on for most of the game, and it did make me chuckle. So here's my Cerberus. I'm not sure if it's my first or my second one. Probably my second one at this time of the game. I tend to find the Cerberuses don't seem to do as much as they used to. I mean, I don't know if I'm putting them in the wrong place, and I mean, this map doesn't really have an epicenter that you could drop it in, but the Cerberus itself, it does alright, you know, maybe 3 or 4 kills, but I suppose what do you want in a 100 kill game if you get something, a kill streak that's going to, like the Raps and like the Wraither, it's going to get you around 10 kills. It's, well, the rap's probably more, but you know, it's not like the hardest kill streak to get, let's put it that way. But yeah, I wasn't too impressed with my Cerberus. Here is when I wish I had my gravity spikes. I could have got a pretty decent load out there, but you know, I just kind of thought I'd try and run and gun them, but I just didn't. I ended up not doing anything, but hey, I'm not a pro. I'm still trying to get used to this, but man, I'm a damn sight better at PC gaming than I ever was console gaming. That's our little friend there with the LMG sitting in the corner. I go over to see if I can get him, but he's already dead, and then he dies again by the look of the game chat. But I don't know, game chat or whatever it's called. I can't even remember what that's called. Death monitor bar thing. But yeah, this is my gravity spike fail. I'll try to get into the door, but I seem to have got caught on the poster and just like gravity spiked the wall. But there was at least 3 people in there, so I know I could have got a triple with the grav spikes, which would have been sick and would have boosted my final KD at the end anyway, which was really impressive. I can't really complain about it, especially as the kill streaks didn't particularly help me out. A lot of this was done with my gun. And just my natural talent and sheer ability when it comes to Call of Duty. But this is the bit that annoyed me about the game. I went back to my old Call of Duty days where I was convinced that I was going to be able to kill everyone, and I just kept running back to that back corner where that Mike was with his sniper rifle and just let him absolutely spam me to death. That's kind of, there's that guy again with the LMG, but it was kind of my main objective. Right, Mike, you're going to get it. I'm going to come and find you. But I didn't. He just kept killing me, and well, that's the end of the game. So you'll see the final score is, I think it was 32 for 6, which is pretty dope for me. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Please click a like button on the video, it would mean a lot. And subscribe if you want to see some more. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you soon.